Motherfucking concrete cowboys.
Welcome to... What episode do you think this is?
Like 15 or something, I think.
Welcome to episode 15 or something of the Concrete Cowboys podcast.
Shout out your mum.
Is it?
Just everyone's mum that's listening.
Oh, okay.
Just shout out your mum, shout out your dad, your guardian.
Any relatives, really.
Family, innit?
Yeah.
Don Toretto, family.
Most important thing.
Shit. What we were just talking about downstairs.
We were just going off on one about the camper van stuff.
Yeah.
We thought, fuck it, we need to just jump on and record.
Yeah. Let's just fucking talk about what we can see.
Yeah.
Like where it will be going and like what.
Well, the camper van stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you take the lead on it because you're the one that's had this...
I'm in deep.
Had this idea from the get-go. I've just come along for the ride. Pretty much like this podcast, actually. the ideas, man.
Right, so we want to set up our camper van business, but we just need to do a lot before we make the two-legged leap into actually getting a van, getting a space to work on a van, working out cost and stuff like that, because it's so bloody expensive just to even buy the van itself. I know you can buy a small van and stuff, but nowadays with social media and stuff like that, you sort of have to, everything's about image and stuff like that, so the better you look, the more professional you look is my train of thought at the moment, because we have a sort of like a business plan into renovating camper vans, or not even camper vans, but turning vans like Mercedes Sprinters and all that shit into camper vans, or livable off-grid houses on wheels.
Yeah.
But man, I've been in so deep with it now, just like I know start to finish how to fucking do it already. We've got skills that we know how to do woodworking and all that shit. So like the steps that we've got to take now behind the scenes are what we've got to work out costings. What else we did make a big list, but I don't know what else there is.
Yeah, I mean, the cost is definitely the main thing, working out what we need to work towards to save up, so we have a rough idea of how long this gap's going to be between just sucking it up and getting on with our other jobs,
yeah,
and then being able to do this on the side. I say sucking it up, you'll be doing your handyman stuff, so it's not the worst situation in the world, is it?
No, and if we could find somewhere to rent and we're able to do it, if anything, we don't need to be earning crazy amounts of money. So even if we're doing the handyman stuff as well as this, fingers crossed, the actual renovation would take longest 2 months. That's like that's like if we're not working on it every single day.
Right. Yeah.
So in our off time, our working our normal jobs time, like you don't need to be earning crazy amounts of money as long as, because you know in 2 months time you've got, fingers crossed, a lump sum of money coming in, so you've got a bit of a safety net at the end of it.
So then after that, let's say it takes 2 months to renovate this thing, and we're doing it as best as we can because we know it's like, this is something that we're going to use for influence and impact and advertising and whatever. Would we then like hold on to it for a little bit and try and get the audience up off the back of that?
I think you would definitely try and get some, or you need some Instagram shots.
Yeah.
So you need to take it yourself somewhere.
Yeah.
And then.
Oh yeah, of course.
You need to maybe give it out to influencers on the internet.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? You contact them, you say, listen, how about you have a weekend away, we'll give you this van for free, or maybe you make it like 200 quid for the weekend or something cheap for them. Yeah. And And they're like, oh, okay, yeah. And then they just go have a weekend away somewhere. Or even if it's just a day, all we want is the fucking audience that they've got to see our page.
I see what you mean, I'm with you. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
But you would need, like, the perfect influencers. So you would need to be quite tactical with who you gave it out to. Do you know what I mean? You don't want, like, somebody that doesn't give a shit about nature or anything.
Yeah,
you want some sort of... Maybe like some hippie girl or something like that.
Who's going to be speaking to the right people.
But yeah, you've got to have a bit of money. You know what I mean?
They've got to have a bit of money. Yeah. No, we're not selling it to fucking peasants. Are we?
Yeah, peasants aren't allowed it.
No,
they're not allowed to even look at it.
This is why we're doing this whole thing, to get away from that class of people.
Yeah, we're stuck in it. But yeah, I think that would be a good starting point, but, you know, there's a lot of money tied up in it, you know, so you would need to sell it as well.
Yeah.
So maybe just for a couple of months you do that, and then after that, then you really try and sell it.
And I suppose in that time you can be looking for new vehicles, you can be kind of working on the background stuff as well.
Yeah, sort of ideally... Or I'm thinking this one as well. I know, mate. We leave these windows open every single room in the house, and the whole house is filled with flies and spiders.
Why do they all come in?
Because we stink.
Oh, right.
Yeah, or you don't even rent it out. You just sell it to someone and just say, but you know that they're going on a trip.
Yeah.
And then you say, yeah, listen, you can have a discounted price for it, but you need to keep tagging us in your shit.
Yeah. I suppose the other side of that is that you'd gain your own following organically, maybe by like documenting the work you do on that van, and then I don't know, whatever you do on the next one, taking pictures of wherever you're working from, if that's a little workshop.
Yeah, Jess is proper keen on getting a YouTube channel up for it, or putting it up on this YouTube channel. Yeah, he just wants to edit some videos and like make sure like you do one video for one van sort of thing at the moment, like just a time-lapsey sort of thing, and just see how it goes, and then you work your way down into like specifics of little parts of it, electrics and shit. But yeah, Jess is on it, so if we do that as well, that's a great way to sell the vans and get your name out there as well.
What, through making the channel?
Through YouTube, yeah, because that's how a lot of other people do it.
Old people or other people?
A lot of other people are doing it. Old people are not.
I thought they had monopolised the camper van game. That's quite big if Jess is on it as well. It takes a lot for Jess to be fully into something.
Yeah. No, he's wants to do it badly, but the thing is, we just need to really set it in stone before he sort of is like, yeah, I'm on it.
What? Make him sign a contract?
Yeah, he has to have a contract. He is now our bitch. He'll have to clean the floors in the workshop.
We'll be like having a joke around about it. He'll be like, yeah. And we're like, Jess, record, please.
Yeah, can you fucking keep recording, mate? This place is a shithole.
No, but what do you mean? We need to like really pin him down to it, or we need to get it going ourselves, or
you remember what I was saying, like we need to get all the groundwork, the foundations, the back, everything. We need to get everything ready to go, so then when it does happen, everyone else is just like, oh, this is happening now,
right?
Because we need to be the ones to lead it through. Yeah,
we don't want to be looking around and being like, can you help out?
Yeah. None of that, because nobody else will help out, because it's not like set in stone yet. Yeah,
well, nor should they, because it's not their thing, it's our thing. So we need to be, the ones taking the lead. And why do they fly in a square?
Yeah, I don't know. There's this one the other day I was watching it, and it was coming round, boom, straight into the window, and then like we'll jiggle around for a little bit, and then just take another massive circle and
just go for it.
Kamikaze. But I helped him out. Helped him out the window.
How'd you do that?
Oh, like shepherded him.
Oh,
like
right.
a sheep. Yeah. Have you seen my plant, by the way?
It's getting...
Have you seen that one?
What one?
You
Oh,
can't-
the top thing. Yeah.
You can't see it on the camera, but I've got this dangly little plant, and it's...
I bought Toby a plant for his birthday, and it's the same one that I've got. Mine's quite long, but this one's just got ridiculous. I don't get what you're doing that I'm not.
I'm feeding it cocaine.
Okay.
Just a sprinkle of
I'll try
cocaine on it.
Some for you, some for me.
Fertilizer, isn't it?
Yeah, that's getting jungle standards.
Yeah. I want a fucking whole room of them.
Yeah, well, that's what we were gonna have in the new place, wasn't it?
Don't even talk about that new place, man.
Did that piss you off when I said that on the group chat?
Yeah.
Tobe was like, what was it, yesterday? And like, shit, why can't we live close, man, so we can just do a little barbecue and whatever? And I was like, well, we were gonna live close, but...
I was so angry. That set me off. I was just like, this fucking idiot. He knows that we can't even have it. It's like, he fucking knows, man. He knows full well that we don't have it.
Getting on the phone to me like, listen, Matt, I'm actually a bit pissed off, you know.
Yeah, do you know what, Matt? You're not even my friend anymore. You call yourself a friend.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah. I just don't know what to do, but we've got to really set this, set it up, man, because we was like we genuinely, all of us, we like can see an opening of what's going on and what can happen. Like the future of this is potentially like, mate, you're not going to earn fucking millions and millions of pounds. You're not even going to earn $1 million, but you're going to have like a fucking nice cushy life, doing with your friends, working with you, and you haven't got a boss shouting down your throat, except from me.
Yeah, can be a bit of a
whipping you,
bit of a hard ass.
But yeah, man, it just sounds like heaven. I can't really see any other routes that make sense in my life. Like, I don't want any sort of office job or nothing like that. It's just not for me. But
yeah,
and even if I was forced into doing it, I just wouldn't be happy. I know I'd be miserable, and that's not the way I fucking want to live.
I mean, you've done office jobs before. Whilst you were in them, because I definitely got this as well. Whilst you were in them, were you like, I hate this, or were you kind of like, oh, well, this is what you're meant to do, so let me just go along with it?
Yeah. I was a lot younger when I was doing those sort of things, so I guess I was a bit more like, oh yeah, that's just what you do, sort of thing. But I always hated it. I always hated the drive there. Like, my stomach would get over whenever I'd arrive at the office and whatever, man. I would just fucking like the people there, people telling you what to do, and just like stupid little things that you're just
nerve.
Yeah, it's just like, come on, man, just like relax a little bit. I'm gonna make these 100 calls or whatever you want to do. Just give me 5 minutes off, or sort of thing.
The cold calling was the worst.
Man, I said to them in the end, I'm not doing any more cold calls.
Really?
Yeah. I said,
Who was this at?
This was at when I was working in Harlow, Frankie stuff. So
was that in Harlow?
yeah,
I didn't realise that.
so I was working there, and then when I was first there, it was all existing business, selling to existing business. That was so easy, man. I would just call people up and be like, "Hey, you need to change it over. This is how much it's going to be," and they'll be like, "Oh, okay." And just sign the papers back. I was getting money. I was like, "Yeah, this is fucking easy, mate. I'm a salesman." And then they were like, "All right, we've run out of existing business." I was like
you
renewing
flew through that way too quickly.
Honestly, mate, I was renewing people's contracts before their contracts was over. I was just like, oh well, yeah, you got 3 years left on it, so we might as well change it now. And
were there no like rules and regulations?
As well, as long as you've factored in that their settlement fee, like to get rid of their current contract,
Right.
and you see, then it wouldn't matter. Do you know what I mean? And you just charge people ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. I once sold a franking machine for £26,000.
What the
The
fuck?
thing's worth £2,000.
And how did that come about?
I just called him up. Hey, mate. Honestly, basically we worked for a load of dodgy people and they were just ripping people off.
Oh, right.
And I didn't know. I was just like,
And you
is that how
fell
much?
right in line.
Yeah, I was loving it. I was like,
These things are the future.
Like, they're like a Stone Age technology right now.
So they've got this. They have a contract in place already.
Yeah.
And you've called them up and said, listen, it needs renewing.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, your franking machine is up for renewal. You need to change it over. It doesn't meet the new requirements made by Royal Mail, which is just a load of bullshit. And people would sometimes push back. They'll be like, well, Royal Mail said that.
I will call up Royal Mail right now.
Wait, I used to pretend to be Royal Mail on the phone.
No way.
Yeah, man, I shouldn't say this out loud.
What the fuck?
I used to call up, be like, hey, this is Royal Mail. How's your franking machine doing? That would be like the start of it. I'd be like, hey, my name's Frank. I'm calling from Royal Mail. Have you got the new franking machine? Have you got the new franking machine requirements? And they're like,
From
what's
Toby.
that? Yeah. And they're like, all right, well, your supplier should call you soon, or maybe you should call your supplier. And people would do it, man. I used to just send out an email. Sometimes I didn't even call people. I would just send out an email being like, here's your current thing. Here's how much you'll save from the new requirements. And like, here's your document you sign. People would just sign it and send it back. It'd be like £500 a quarter. For 5 years. Do the maths on that. That is stupid money. And back in them days, I was earning 50% commission.
Really? You didn't earn 12 grand off this fucking thing, did you?
No, because I had to work in a settlement fee. I earned £7,000 off of it. With one deal, and the easiest thing I've ever done.
Jesus Christ. That was like more than half of your travel savings then, surely.
Yeah. Whatever it was. I think that might have been before America, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's incredible. What?
Yeah, ridiculous.
Were you there when they cut the 50% commission?
Yeah. And then you just earned nothing. Literally nothing. You'd earn like £500 and everyone left because they were like, this is stupid. And then I stupidly stayed. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm loving this, mate.
They said they'd make me partner soon, so I'm going to stay.
Yeah, they literally were telling me shit like that, man.
Yeah, I bet.
They were like...
I fucking bet. This is what those people do.
Man, they're fucking pricks, man. The people that I used to work for, they just... Once I found the director just drunk in the cubicle in the toilets, his legs were hanging out the bottom of the cubicle. You know, there's like that much space.
Yeah.
His legs are spread out open. And I went back in the office and I said, I think somebody's dead in the cubicle. And then his wife, the other director, she went, oh, I think that's Nick. I was like, oh, really? It was like my first couple of weeks.
Right.
And she was like, yeah. But he was a drunk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, weird that they were... So they're a married couple, both directors of the same...
Yeah, but she didn't really do anything. He just...
Right.
Neither did he, really. They just walked around just getting pissed.
One big boozer. Sounds quite fun. I remember my first month at Virgin Active working as a salesman. I got like this silly commission, and then after that month, the commission structure changed, and I got next to nothing. It's just typical.
They fucking ruined salespeople, man, by doing that. They're cunts.
Yeah, because you rely on that, don't you? You rely on the commission more than anything.
Yeah. And then they're like, all right, we're just going to change the commission around a little bit. And you're like, what are you really doing? Yeah. Just give me a percentage, or give me how many I've got to make this much.
No, it'll benefit you in the long run because of all the perks and...
Oh my God, Matt, you should be a fucking...
I'm thinking of going back into it, actually.
Pyramid scheme, mate.
One of these Ponzi schemes. I can't believe you're calling people up and acting like Royal Mail.
That was the first job I had to do.
I think is that an act of treason?
It's definitely illegal, yeah. I would have went to prison for a long time. Fucking hell, man. But yeah, these people were getting lawsuits every week from people getting angry at them. Like, oh my God, somebody's just signed this and I'm £20,000 in debt. I'm not paying £20,000 for a franking machine. And they're just like, well, you've signed it now. And that's what they were like. They were horrible people, but
the ones
rich.
You worked for.
Yeah, they were like people. Like people would call and there would be like this thing and they'll be like, oh, it's this company, and they'll be like, nah, don't want to speak to them. Seriously, that's how bad it was. Be, oh, Nick's not in today, sorry. Well, it's Tobias and he sold me the thing. And she'll be like, and then sometimes they would put me through and they'll just be screaming at me down the phone.
And what would you do?
I say, I'm sorry, but that's just how much Frank machine. And then I would just start talking some bullshit because what I did, we'd made like this Excel spreadsheet.
Right.
It was all fake.
Yeah.
We would put in like how much you're sending. We'd make out a cost, like a cost price of how much everything is now that you're paying for, and how much everything. Yes, your franking machine is going to be a bit more expensive, but here's your savings through the updated regulations of Royal Mail, because it was like a 1p saving per letter that you got. Man, we would just write it was like a 50p saving per one or something like that, and then we'd write out, and then it would say that you're saving like thousands of pounds by changing over, but we've put their cost up every quarter by like £200, and £200 every quarter over 5 years is like fucking loads of money. And then they're leasing it, and then the leasing company gives you the full payout.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then once you get that full payout, they just say, yeah, here's half of it, well done, boys. And then you're just like good for another 5 years. There's thousands of people out there right now that are just turning over people like that.
Wow.
What the boss that I used to work with, he's once showed me how much he made in 1 month. It was like 40 grand.
Really?
It's just from selling franking machines. Nobody gives a shit about these things. Once I've called up a customer and I said, hey, how you doing? You've got 6 franking machines with us. We just need to change your contract. Oh, I thought we changed our contract recently. And then I went, oh, really? I think that was like 3 years ago. He was like, oh, yeah, you're right. 6 franking machines sold like that. I was like £10,000, £5,000 for me.
What the fuck?
It was like,
oh my God, why did you leave this place?
Because they ruined the commission.
Right, yeah.
And then it was no existing business, so you couldn't do it. Then you'd have to try and convince someone to buy a franking machine.
Right.
Not
gonna happen.
Never gonna happen.
What, you stopped leasing them out?
No, we just couldn't sell any.
Right.
Because we just exhausted the existing database, and then they were like, all right, guys, you need to do new business now. And then I'm just sitting there like, they give you like some stupid thing that, hey, my name's Toby, I'm cool.
That's great.
And you're just like, this isn't
no one's
trick.
Go
I think I sold 0.
Really?
For like 3 months, calling people, and then at the end they were just like, "Yeah, we can't do this anymore." And then they just took their money and just fucked off because it was like a franchise, and they just sold the franchise.
Wow. Fuck. Devious.
Man, the shit that used to go on in that office, man. The directors, the husband and wife. Man, we would go through their emails and everything. They were swinging all the time.
Really?
Man. Yeah, this old guy. He was an old guy, and she was like a bigger, younger woman.
Right.
Like some of the stories, man. I'm not even gonna repeat some of the stories, but like,
why not?
It's just like the things that she was into and stuff like that. Like we found
over email.
Yeah, it's like what we're looking for and all this stuff. Like he would just watch. Right. He would just watch, and she would just be getting railed, mate. Railed.
What kind of things was she looking for?
Like big black guys.
Really?
I think she used to live in
Amazing.
She used to live in the Caribbean, and she had like this big black like boyfriend, and he would call her still.
Right.
And then the husband would be like, "Oh, is that Tony or whatever?" And she'll be like, "Yeah." Like just sending pictures of her tit. No, I'm joking. But yeah, he wouldn't give a shit. He would call her up, be like, "Yeah, how you doing, baby?" and all this, and she would just be talking to him. He didn't care. He obviously couldn't get a boner or something.
Right.
I don't know. I'm guessing, but yeah, there was something going on. Like,
or he's just lit up.
He would talk about like every now and then we would go out at the end of the month to celebrate. This is when things are going well. And he would just pay for everything, just get you whatever you wanted and stuff like that. He would take us to the bettings, to horse races and all this shit. And once we got like a new team in. It was a new team of like loads of girls in there. Like he was a perv. He just got loads of girls and was like, yeah, they're good at sales, girls, yeah.
Girls, yeah, that gender.
And anyway, we went to this fucking pub or whatever. Big dude. He just started going off. It was like their first week. he was like, yeah, me and Thingy, we like wax play and we like butt plugs and all this shit.
What the fuck?
Mate, he's like,
is this like a
he's
toast?
pushing 70 years old. Yeah,
and how old?
And everyone's like this is their first week. Yeah, me and James, we're like dying. We're like, oh my god, this is so funny. And all the girls are like, what's going on? What's it like? This is our job.
They must have felt terrified.
And the turnover was ridiculous.
Was it?
Yeah, because eventually they just gave me the existing business, and they said all the girls do the new business, and then I was just earning like half decent amount, but they lowered my commission.
Week 1 induction. Find out what your boss is into sexually.
Man, so many funny stories, Matt. Once I came in and I had a holiday. I know it was fucking America.
Yeah.
We was due to go to America, and I said, guys, I need to get my back waxed because I'm proper hairy. Yeah. And I just came in one day and I said, all right, guys, took my shirt off. It was in the middle of a sales office, like there's phones everywhere, everyone's calling. And I said, all right, guys, put your phones down. I laid a desk out and laid on my back and just gave everyone a wax strip and said wax my back. And I'm just laying there like that. Like, ah! Everyone's just fucking waxing my back.
Feel like I'm kind of into this.
People are
as
like,
well.
that is disgusting. Why have you got so much hair on your back? What are you gonna do?
And you're like, shut up, we've had sex.
Yeah.
There were a couple in there, weren't there?
Yeah, there's a couple.
That's so funny. I can't believe she's into big black guys and he's just sitting there watching.
Yeah, so when I say that I don't like all this office shit, I've never even had an office experience properly. That's like, our office was wild compared to what a normal office would be.
This is like Harlow's version of the Wolf of Wall Street.
That's what we thought we were. Honestly, we thought we were. We were having fights with other office people in the office. I swear to God, man.
Fist fights.
Nearly this close. I stopped my manager from beating up someone else in the office. Yeah, like working in another office in the office building. They hated each other. They were like had these massive egos. They thought they were like the lads and the boys of the fucking office building.
Yeah.
And like they would just barge each other as they're walking past, like proper weird. Yeah, like I was even like, this guy was like 30 something, I was 21, and I was like, what are you doing, man? Like, come on, like. And he was just like, that fucking guy, like barging into him, and they squared off, and I had to like rip them apart, but there's nothing you can do. They're like pushing each other back and stuff. They did like wild shit. Like we would run past like all the other offices and just be like, just doing dumb shit, man. Like throwing things in the other offices. Like weird stuff, man. Like it was wild. We thought we was unstoppable.
Molotov cocktails. Just joking.
Clean that up, seriously. You better be careful with that.
So they would try and get all the girls from your office.
Yeah. There was a bloke's office. That's who we had fights with, and that's why. And then they slowly started employing other girls, and it was just so immature, man. Like I would never get in a fight with everyone. I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" and stuff, and everyone would go down to the smoking area at the same time.
Fuck off, mate.
And everyone would not talk to each other. Yeah, literally, people were like, "Girl, fuck you, mate," and all this shit. And you're just like, "What the fuck am I doing here?" Like, this is so... And by the end of it, I just stayed in the office. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm going out on break." I'm like, "All right, man. Fuck it. Good luck out there, man. It's like a war zone." People stepping on trip mines and everything. Like, fucking hell, even the trip to the kitchen in the fucking office building was dangerous. Man. You didn't know who you was gonna bump into. I would be in there, like in the office, screaming like, "Ah!" People on the phones like, "Oh shit!" Like it was genuinely like a fucking Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh my god!
It's like the really cheap, chavvy part of Wall Street.
The reality.
Man, I'm telling you, it's so funny sometimes, but yeah, it always comes to an end. It was like wild.
That's so fun though that you were there for like the rise to the top, and then
I feel like that with every job that I've had though, except from this fucking Ocado one. That's just miserable. When I used to work in a gym, it was wild, man. People were fucking in the closets and like it was crazy.
Like staff.
Yeah, staff and things.
What members had a go as well?
Man, it was crazy. Like because I started off in like a small gym. It was called a Sporter or something. It
I
wasn't like
remember,
very
yeah.
well known. It was just like because people nowadays, they don't realise what gyms used to be. Gyms used to be very like mum and dad shop sort of thing.
Right, yeah, okay.
Now it's been monopolised and everywhere's either a Virgin Active, a Pure Gym, a My Gym, something like that. Yeah, you only got like 4 or 5 big gyms in England right now. It never used to be like that, man.
Yeah.
It used to be like you would know the owner and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good point, yeah.
So, they never had any strict rules and stuff. So we went in there, yeah.
But surely one of the rules would be not to have...
No, who gives a shit? It's just like, fucking hell, yeah, them two are on it. And you would hear stories about people you'd hear stories about people fucking in the jacuzzi and in the changing rooms and shit. And like, for work-wise, you would just chill and just walk around the thing. And then Virgin Active came in and then it was just like communism.
Get me out.
It was like rules everywhere, and you were just like, "What the hell is going on? This isn't any better for the customers." Oh fucking hell, mate! Yeah, so it was pretty fucking crazy.
What went on in the gym and the rise portion of your career then? What were you in as? Were you just like a instructor?
Yeah, at first I was just doing instructing. So I was just literally on the gym floor, walking around, talking to people.
You'll get banged later.
You loved that, didn't you?
Surprised you still got the energy for that.
Yeah, everyone's had a go on each other. That was Tony last week, couldn't I? Oh, Sarah, she's good, isn't she? Yeah.
She's in late today, actually. I might have a go.
Yeah, I don't know. There was just like, it was more chilled out. Like when Virgin came in, you had to be on the gym floor constantly for health and safety reasons. And,
disgraceful.
Yeah, and it was just like you couldn't go around and just chat to certain people. You'd really only be allowed to talk to a certain person for a certain amount of time. That's the rules that they put in place and stuff.
Oh, really?
So it was just like, what the fuck am I doing? So you would talk to someone and be like, if it's going on for 5 minutes, you'd like look up at the clock and be like, alright, I've got to move on now. It's weird.
What, and was there like a manager there being like...
Yeah, man, Gok.
I remember you saying the name Gok.
Woo! I hated Gok, man. Gok was like my arch nemesis.
Really?
Yeah, he was like this big fat guy who thought he was the fittest guy on earth, and he would just be like, just do what you got to do, man. He had this weird accent. He would like, just go do what you got to do. And that's what he kept telling.
Where was he from?
He was like Indian... and like somewhere European as well.
Right.
Was raised or something like that. But he was like just a strange guy, man. He was fat, but like thought he was wedged, you know?
Right.
But he would just be breathing down your neck at all times. Yeah. He would be like looking at you. Say if you're talking to someone for too long, he'd be like looking at you and be like, he'll pull you aside and like show you on the cameras like what you're doing and stuff. It's like what's going on in the world today, man. But that's what it was like. He was just like micromanaging you.
Gok was the original enforcer of this. Nanny state.
He opened my eyes to see what was coming, man. I was like, I'm not letting this get any more. But anyway, yeah, eventually I got 3 disciplinaries.
What, is this how it ended?
Yeah, that's how I had to leave. I got fired.
But technically not fired, or you got
technically
fired?
Not fired, because I said to him, because I said to the manager, there was like a general manager, I said, listen,
someone's giving me 3 disciplinaries.
I said, listen, I know what you got to do once you get 3 disciplinaries. You got to get rid of them. I'm on my 2nd, and I'm about to have a meeting for my 3rd.
And I can just feel it coming.
And he sort of looked at me like that, yeah, okay. So I said, listen, I don't want to have, I don't want it to be like I've got fired on my thing, CV or whatever. Like I give a shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, yeah, leave. So I was like, alright, get my stuff. Yeah, but it's just like hell on earth.
What were the 3 disciplinaries for? Sorry.
One was everyone was being disruptive during a lifeguarding or a first aid course, because everyone was chatting. Yeah. And me and this other guy, it was just chosen that we were the worst. I was by nowhere near the worst person there. I was just making little giggly jokes while I'm fucking doing the presses, which everyone else was. And they were like, no, Toby and Lee, they're being disruptive.
Right.
Nobody else. Everyone else is fine.
Yeah.
But everyone else is middle-aged, so they can't tell them what to do.
Okay.
The other one there was walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
And Lee showed, like me and Lee, we were just like these two little menaces. He was showing like this really good-looking girl around the gym and like showing them, oh, this is where it is, because there was no salespeople there or something.
Mm.
He was like, yeah, show you what I think. And I got an walkie-talkie. I said, Lee, you haven't just done a shit in the toilet. and exact same time that he's doing this, it goes to one of like somebody higher up, and they're showing like a regional manager around or something, and the regional manager is like, yeah, we can't have that.
Ugh.
And I forget what the last one was. I think it was something to do with Gok just really hated me. It was something so small where like
He just thought nail in the coffin.
yeah, it was like something
mess.
to do with uniform or something like that, like
Right.
something stupid. What, you telling me I can't wear my tracksuit? It wasn't nothing like that, but it was like wrong shoes or something.
Right.
And it was like, yeah, you get disciplinary for that. All right, mate. See, because he knew he was just looking for any excuse to get rid
Yeah,
of me.
of course. Yeah, you can't be the thorn in these people's sides when they're trying to rise up to the top.
It was honestly like hell. So then I just left that job. And then I went down to Sussex, and then I went back to Harlow.
Right.
That's where that sales job started.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so how old were you when you were doing the gym instructing?
It was like 18
It's quite...
to 20 or something. It was a couple of years I'd done it. Man, I was young, yeah?
Yeah.
And because everyone else was fucking, yeah?
Yeah.
I wanted to get in on the fucking,
Yeah.
And there was this older woman there, man.
What the fuck?
She was like, I say older, I'm 19, let's say, 19, 20. And she's about 50, 55. And she's just like, I'm just a nice guy, I'm just talking to her. That's my job. I'm talking to her.
I'm just a nice guy.
Don't be worried about me. I ain't no predator. Just there, like...
Yeah, anyway, go on.
Yeah, so she just took a liking to me, I guess. But I thought she was just being friendly.
Right.
We have this big night out, yeah? And she's like, just all over me, dancing. I'm like, just being stupid. I'm a 19-year-old, just being stupid on the dance floor. Don't even know how to handle my drink. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, probably throwing up outside and shit, yeah? Just doing the dumbest things. I kept picking people up.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah, I do remember that being
Man, I've got a funny story about that as
move.
well. Yeah. Yeah, just picking people up. I loved it. I was like, yeah!
Another one!
She wants it! That's literally what I thought. Like, I thought girls would love it. Yeah, you can pick me up.
Actually, yeah, now you say it, that's a classic, that is a bit of a classic guy thing, to like pick a girl up and be like...
It must have been what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah.
thinking they must love this or something. But anyway, we're on this...
love this.
Honestly, I thought... I did it once. I was in a pub. This is on the same night.
Right.
Yeah, there's another member there. Yeah. Matt, I can't even believe I'm telling you this, yeah? We're all just drinking in Weatherspoons, pre-drinks before we go to the big pub or bar or whatever it is that we rented out. There's this member, she's quite a big girl, yeah? Oh, no. I pick her up, yeah? I pick her up like a wedding thing. I pick her up and I walk her over to the far end of the Weatherspoons. Random, yeah? She's just like, I'm like... I was struggling, yeah?
Oh, Jesus, go!
I was struggling, yeah. At this shit, and I sit her down and I go, yeah, what's your number?
And what did she say?
She gave me her number, but it was like the most random thing I've ever done.
Sorry about that. What's your number?
It was the most weirdest thing I've ever done. And she was loving it. And then that kicked it off. I was like, yeah, I'm picking up everyone, yeah.
Pick up another one.
What's your number?
You!
I'll get your number. That's literally what I was like, man. I don't know what I was thinking.
Anyway, go back to this pensioner.
Anyway, it comes to the end of the night. She's been flirting with me all night, dancing with me, but I'm just like, She was like, oh, people are coming back to mine. She's like 50, yeah? I go back there, people are just fucking all coked up, like, and then, like, get to the point where it's just me and her.
Right.
And I was just nervous, man. I've never been so nervous in my life.
This was when you lost your virginity, wasn't it?
That's what I mean. I've been fucking, but I hadn't ever fucked anyone this old.
Well, no, of course.
A long shot, yeah?
A lot of people have.
And I'm 19, so I'm just like green. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sitting down on the sofa. She's like, all right, I'm just going to... I'm sitting on the sofa. It's her house. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my God, I haven't got a house, yeah? Everyone else has gone.
I haven't got a house today. That's so good.
It's true, though.
Fucking hell, how'd she got this?
That's how I'm thinking. I'm 19 years old. You know what I mean? I'm sitting down on this thing. She's like, all right, I'm just going to get some PJs on. She comes in and he's like tight little, I think like skimpy, but like little crop top, no bra on. Like,
Was she fit?
I mean, her face weren't all that, but like she
It was dark. So
she was like, but for her age, she was fucking fit, man. Like,
okay, I'm into it.
Good body. Like, yeah, I was well into it. Like flirting with her all night and stuff.
Yeah. But
when it came down to it, man, I crumbled.
Really?
Yeah, I crumbled.
No, Tobe. What happened?
She came over and she put like her legs over me and stuff, and she was like, do you think this is weird that, you know, your work at the gym and the age and stuff? And I was like, no, it's not. I don't think it's weird. Nah. That's honestly what I was thinking, yeah. So that's what I was saying. And then she got up again and she came back, and then I was like, I don't think I can do this. Like the biggest pussy I've I literally, sometimes I'm driving and I think about it and I go,
really?
Fuck!
One of those? I've got plenty of those.
Oh man, I don't know what, I just got so nervous that yeah, you might want to tighten that bottom bit up.
You might
again.
want to tighten it.
But I just knew that I wouldn't be able to pull this off because I was that nervous.
Right.
I'm a young guy, like I haven't fucked anyone that knows what they're really doing, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck. Like, this is a whole nother level, Tobe. And I just remember thinking, you're not going to be able to get a boner, so just get out of there.
Even at that age, you were thinking that?
Oh, yeah. I was so nervous. I was like, I can feel my dick shriveling up.
No way.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to think if I think I would have gone the opposite and just, like, bust within 2 seconds.
But I knew it was either... Yeah, no, I wasn't going to get a boner. I was that nervous, I wasn't going to get a boner. Bad, isn't it? 19, I can't get a boner. But that's just out of pure nerves. Nerves. She was an older woman, like, and then we had to go back to the gym together, and she would be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And shit. And she would still want it. She messaged me a few times as well.
Really?
Yeah.
What, like a while after? Or?
Yeah. She was like, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, stranger." 50-something years old.
Stranger danger.
Oh, man, I was fucking... I'm such an idiot. Hey,
man. Stranger, is that dick working yet?
Still no. Text me the other day, actually.
Still no, but for different reasons.
No, I genuinely can't get it up now.
Anyway, you good?
I'm still not... I'm still a bit nervous.
I'm still not sure we should do this.
I don't think I can, yeah.
Oh my god.
But man.
What did she say when you were like, I don't think I can do this? Like, how was it left?
She was like, are you sure? Like, really?
Oh
like wanting it,
yeah.
man, still. And I was like, listen, I'm really sorry. And I just got up and walked out. No cab booked or anything. I was in the middle of this place. I didn't know where the fuck I was.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I just started walking down the street. It took me about 3 hours to walk home. I didn't get home till like 9 o'clock in the morning.
3 hours of thinking, fuck.
Just slapping my dick. Fucking piece of shit!
Again!
Oh man. Terrible.
My worst one of those is from, I've got so many that I don't think I can say my worst one. But one of them is from America. Do you remember when we were in, this was Camp Richardson in Lake Tahoe, but the night after, so we went to that next camp we were in the big RV by then, Lake Tahoe. We got there and then it was just absolutely amazing. We were doing like jet skis and boats and everything, so we were like, fuck, we should stay for 5 days instead of 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then across the border, I think this is what I'm thinking of. So we were in I'm going to get this completely wrong.
What, the States?
Yeah, we were in
I think it was, what's the one that Vegas is in? Arizona?
Nevada.
Nevada. That's what I said the first time.
Yeah.
You didn't hear me.
But then, so what was the other one? What was the state line that we crossed to go to that
California.
casino? Oh, okay.
You dickhead. Know your geography, man.
Yeah, terrible. So California, and we could like do this 15-minute cab drive across state lines.
It's not even that, I don't think. Yeah,
Was it not?
No, it was proper close.
Maybe I was just bored. And went into this casino. And do you remember there was like, I think those 3 girls that came up to us at some point, or maybe me and Matt had gone off by ourselves. And it was you, Harry, and Zach?
Yeah.
Possibly. Not sure. Were you having like an out of body
No, just
experience?
me and Harry, and Zach was fucking dead somewhere. He was dead in a bush.
And just got way too drunk. We were like having a good time with these girls, and there was this one girl there that it turned out just broke up with her boyfriend, and we were like trying it on, and we started to get the vibe of like which one of the girls like which one of us. So me and Matt had a little sidebar at some point, and we're like, look, she's obviously going after you, she's going after you, and it was like, oh, sick. And the fact that she's just broken up with her boyfriend, Matt was saying his one was saying, you know, she just wants some fun tonight and whatever. I was like, this is fucking sick. So we've gone back, and for some reason in my mind, I've gone, do you know what? I think it would be a good idea at this point to try it on with Matt's one and see if I can get fucking more than one for some reason. And so all that's happened is that I've just been that drunk guy that's tried it on with the wrong girl. Not only has this girl that's just broke up with her boyfriend been like, yeah, no, this isn't going to happen anymore, but the one that liked Matt
It's now off it.
was like, this guy's pretty weird, should we just go? So then that's when Matt went back with that girl, whatever, they got high, banged her.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I thought Matt just went back. You've just been so embarrassed to tell that story. You were just like, yeah, Matt went back to some girl. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, shit, have I never said that before?
I think you probably have. I just don't remember it.
I definitely didn't say it in the first instance though, when it happened.
Really?
Yeah, I think I was just like, yeah, Matt got lucky.
That's so dumb.
So dumb.
We all do dumb shit like that though, and it's just so stupid.
But then, like you say, you're by yourself and it just creeps up into your mind and you're like, you fucking idiot.
Literally, it's like, fuck! I have so many of those things, so many cringy things that I've done. I'm driving, I'm just like, oh my god, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you even alive, you stupid prick? Just kill yourself. That's so funny though, man. So what happened to the other one?
Just like probably went home and cried herself to sleep or something.
Man, is that the one that Harry slept with a couple of nights later?
No. Don't
I think
say
it
that.
is.
No, it's not.
No. I think it is.
It's not, because she was like a little golem creature.
Oh, really?
Do you not remember the one that
don't
Harry
remember.
banged on the trampoline?
Yeah, I don't remember what she looked like. I just remember the pictures of his dick that he sent me.
Yeah. Well, if you looked in the background of the picture, you could see her slightly,
Really?
and it wasn't a good look. The picture of his dick or her.
Fuck.
But no, it wasn't, because this girl was good looking as well, and then for some reason I've just gone, yeah. Yeah, I think they banged on the same night though, Matt and Harry.
Did they? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was the girl that you failed with had gone with Harry, and I
God,
thought
no.
that would have been terrible. Man.
That would have been, I probably would have killed myself on that trip if that happened.
Oh man.
I was having the worst luck on that trip as well. Do you remember that little, like, I don't know what she was, some sort of like Navajo, maybe like her parents owned the casino or something, I don't know. And she was just one of these like classic, really into the British accent.
Oh,
or whatever.
really?
And I was smashed and somehow like talked her around, got back to hers, and then all of these like friends and cousins or whatever just came out the woodwork and like stopped it all. These guys were looking pretty gangster as well, pretty legit. And this one pulled me to the side and was like, listen man, she's got a boyfriend, I know she's saying like this and that.
Holy shit.
But I just can't let this happen. And obviously me being a pussy was like, yeah, no, I completely understand.
Should have told him to go fuck himself. And come pull her off me. Fuck, man. Lake Tahoe was a special place, man.
Yeah.
But
the things I'd do to be back then.
yeah, it really is a fucking special place. Like the way the woods surround it, and then you got the big lake where you got a nice little beach, people on the fucking water doing jet skiing and on their boats and shit. It's a big old lake, isn't it?
Yeah, massive.
Fuck, man. Yeah, what I'd do to be back there right now.
And that little was it Emerald Bay that you could like go into on the boat and go round that little
Emerald.
Yeah. Weird that no one's taken that. We need to go back there to do skiing though, because we were obviously there in the summer. We need to try it out.
I think I've heard that the skiing's not very good there anymore.
So we don't need to go there and do the skiing. We just need to go somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know where I've heard that, but I think I've watched it on a documentary. Even maybe not anymore, but maybe the last few years have been pretty shit.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about actually. Yeah, in terms of the actual like snowfall.
Yeah. Wait, where have you seen it? Because we've probably seen it in the right place. Like Vice News or something.
Something like that, yeah. Hot topic.
Yeah.
But it's all going to change now with climate change, though, isn't it?
What everything?
Yeah. Just the entire landscape of the Earth.
Yeah, man. Like it's in some places, it's really fucking hot.
Yeah, I'll say.
But like, if it was like 10 degrees more, it's unlivable.
Well,
you're gonna die. Do you know what I mean?
I thought was it Vancouver or Toronto that had that heat wave recently? Didn't it? I think it got a couple of degrees away from being unlivable.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, remember how hot it was in Vegas?
Yeah.
It was like 45 or something like that.
Yeah, I just couldn't cope with it. Fucking, I don't know how people live like that.
We used to work in it in Australia.
Yeah,
but it was a different sort of heat. In Vegas, it's dry.
Yeah.
In Australia, it was there was a bit of wind.
Really?
Every now and then.
Yeah, a little treat.
Yeah, man.
That's the hottest place you've been, Australia, do you reckon?
I think Vegas was probably hotter.
Really?
Everyone in Australia was saying how hot it is. They were like, oh, it's fucking. One day it was like 48 and shit. Like they said a few years ago, in some places it got up to 50. 50.
Fucking
but yeah, that's just stupid. But I think the Vegas was hotter just because it was different sort of heat, man.
Yeah.
When you were walking down the street and they had those fans with water spraying out, I was just like,
heaven.
Those casinos were heaven, man.
With the aircon and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But you could, well, probably not everything, but you could very much like just move from one building to the next, couldn't you?
Yeah, easy.
Or at least like run to the nearest.
But even at night, you were sweating.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, it's hot today, but it's not that fucking hot, is it? It's like double the heat of this.
Yeah.
And I'm sweating. I'm like, I can't fucking walk up there.
Because remember that, we thought something was wrong with the RV. But I don't know what it was. Did we like just cross state lines and it was 10 degrees hotter or something?
No. We started feeling the heat when we crossed over into, like, before Lake Tahoe. When we was in Sacramento.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I said, Matt, put your hand outside the van, because we had it all closed off and the aircon was coming in. I said, Matt, put your hand out. And you were like, holy fuck! Ah! Your hand was on fire. Fucking hell. And then we left it open for too long, the windows, and then the RV was just fucking like a sauna. And then you had to shut the windows and it got even hotter until the aircon. And then that took like a couple of hours. Fucking hell,
dying.
man. It's ridiculous sort of weather.
We were with Matt and Zach as well, who are just the worst at any kind of like discomfort, aren't they? They just can't handle it.
Matt was so funny, man. As soon as he got a little bit hot, you just lay down in the bed and just be like, I can't do this.
It was like a lizard or something.
Where was I on those nights out?
I don't really know.
I don't remember those girls at all. I don't remember their faces.
No.
I remember the casino. I remember like I got like if I shut my eyes, I can I
Go
can
on.
like picture like there's like a circular bit
Yeah.
in the middle of the casino, and I just remember just walking around that, and then that was it. That's all I remember.
I think in that one there were like a couple of clubs.
Mm.
And we went to one and you went to another, and then we just didn't meet up again until the end.
Yeah, fucking really?
Yeah.
Fucking weird, man.
Maybe you just went somewhere completely different. Just walked
Yeah.
out the casino and went somewhere else.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it is a bit strange.
I think I do that a lot though on a night out. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, what's that going on over there? And I'll just walk over there.
Yeah.
I won't talk to anyone. So every now and then I'll make a little friend or something. I'll be like, "Yeah, mate, yeah. It's good in there, isn't it? Yeah. Music's a bit loud though. I remember when we was in Vegas once, we went to a pool party in the night.
Yeah.
I was walking around this fucking pool all night.
Laps.
Just like walking around like, yeah. And like, I just fucking just seeing everyone and be like, yeah. Everyone. That's all I did.
Yeah.
Until once I bumped into Matt Dan and be like, yo, you're right, Matt Dan, let's keep. And then we walked round together. That's all I done. It was the weirdest
Did you ever
thing.
go in the pool?
Yeah, I'd like got a picture of me in the pool, like, yeah,
Right.
but like up to my knees. You know
And
what I
then
mean?
then you're like, right, I've got to get back to the laps.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get out.
Yeah, had to fucking dry off.
I remember that pool party as well, being like, I just don't think I'd ever seen anything like it.
It's just too much for me, man.
The whole...
It was just like, well, we was just turned 21 as
Yeah.
well. We was a bit newbie. And everyone in Vegas, they were like middle-aged, got loads of fucking money.
Yeah.
And we just looked like young kids first
Yeah,
time in
yeah.
Vegas compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man, it's too funny. I'd love to go back there now, though. If I was rich, I would go back and just fucking spend so much money, get a nice big fucking room, suite.
Yeah.
I'd stick
Shit,
that
that was...
prostitutes.
That pool... Yeah, definitely. It's the only way I'm going to bang, apparently. That was another night where I didn't follow through.
I don't think I followed through. Ever. I don't think I still have since Vegas.
There was this one girl, and she was with a friend. Her friend was a little bit on the larger side.
Just how I like them, mate.
Yeah, well, like, where were you? You were obviously just walking around, didn't have time for
Laps,
it.
mate.
Yeah.
Timing myself. Oh, a bit slower now. Gotta keep it moving. Power walking.
So
You know when they're...
banana.
Getting my electrolytes in.
Yeah, your hips going like...
Alright, mate. Sweating. Oh my god, man. So stupid.
And this girl, proper fancied this girl, and her mate was just like...
Where was this, by the way?
This was at the pool party.
Mate, I don't remember anyone at the pool party.
You had tunnel vision, that's why. Never seen a face there. And I was just putting in so much work, but the friend, the friend that I wasn't interested in, just wasn't getting any play from anyone, and I wasn't with any of you guys, so nobody could like help me out and wingman me in the situation. So I was like, fuck, guess I got to do this myself. So I was like making sure she was alright, and then speaking to this other one, the one I wasn't interested in did psychology, so we were like clicking on that, and it was like, okay, this is great. And then I started trying to make sure, yeah,
like a boss,
like putting so much work. At one point, this bigger girl started crying because nobody was into her, so I had to comfort her while being like, listen,
shut the
me
fuck
and
up.
you, yeah, I was probably sweating just as much as you were, but it was like mental work. you were doing the physical.
You know
side.
those chess players that are just dripping with sweat. You're just like, you're alright. Yeah, you're alright. You're alright. Yeah, you're alright. I'm done.
Honestly, just like algorithms like flying over my head. Anyway, got back to theirs. Their place was like one of those like double-digit floors, floor-to-ceiling windows where you could like look out across Vegas. And I was like, fucking hell, I've made it. Got into bed with these two girls. Had a little kiss with this fit one. She was like,
Where was this?
taking her clothes off and everything. Vegas, man. America, man. And then her friend was like, guys, I'm sorry, but if I'm in the same bed, nothing's going to happen. Nothing can happen.
Go on the floor then, you stupid idiot. There's a bathroom over there. Go sleep in the bathtub. You got some pillows?
And I was just fucking heartbroken. And I said, I think I said to this girl, like, should we just go into the bathroom? She was like, not anymore.
What's wrong? Oh, come on. Live a little bit, man.
Hated it. So I think it got to like maybe 4 in the morning. And
You should have just said, let's have a freeze up.
Yeah, maybe I should. I don't think they were up for it. I think she was very upset that nobody was interested in her.
Well, you were.
Hello, it turns out I am.
Hello.
I know one person that is, and he's in your bed.
They're just both looking at you like, who the fuck is this guy? Hello.
Absolute creep. Yeah, so yet another one where I fucking failed.
Man, what is it, man? Some blokes can just fucking
Turn it on, yeah.
pull non-stop. Fucking hell. How'd you do it, man? If you're out there and you're just fucking pulling birds all the time, like, how are you doing this? Are you just finding those drunk girls that are just like obliterated at the end of the party when they're just like, yeah, I'll come home with you?
But it's not though, is it? Because they pull like genuinely
worldies, mate.
Yeah.
How are you doing it? Is it just money, do you reckon?
No, it's not. I think it's just the way you carry yourself, and then they just happen to be fucking good-looking blokes as well.
Yeah. I must carry myself like a fucking sheep, mate.
But like my brother was one of those people at uni who's just like untouchable in that sense, and I think I always used to try and be like, what is it that he's doing? Is he doing like a specific move? Is he bringing pieces in, like different people to wingman the situation or whatever? And I think it was just that he was very relaxed. These girls they obviously were like attracted to him, and then he would give off this kind of vibe of, yeah, like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then they're like, oh my god.
Fucking people need to teach me, man. I think it's because it's been so long that I've fucking laid the chirps down.
Yeah.
That you just get all like nervous. Like, you're right.
No, but are you alright?
Yeah, just making sure you're alright. Fuck off, mate. Do you know what I mean?
How about this? I'll let you know if I'm not alright.
Just checking you're alright, yeah? You just come up with the shittest conversation as well.
When was the last time you like proper?
I don't think I ever have.
Really?
Genuinely.
Yeah, but that can't be the case, because back in pre-Virgin Active, maybe that was the linchpin where you were like, fuck, I can't.
Oh my god, keep talking to me. What's going on?
That 55-year-old woman.
Maybe that
was the first chink in the armour.
Woo! Matt, you're killing me.
Up until then, you were bulletproof.
Yeah, but that was just like people that knew me. Do you know what I mean? That's where I got that. It was like, oh, a friend of a friend and stuff like that.
A friend of a friend wants to bang you.
Pretty much, man.
Such a prick. I fucking wish it was like that for me.
It was a little bit like that. It was a little bit like, oh, his Thingy's my friend. And,
yeah, because
I'm Thingy's friend. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, that's how I got to know people. But when I'm out in the club and stuff, I never go up to a girl and be like, oh, I've done it a few times before.
Yeah.
But it's very rarely, like, it's usually me just dancing like a stupid idiot, and then a girl coming over talking to me, or a bit, like, they're usually, girls are usually the instigator of the fucking chirps. But
then that stands to reason, because if you're dancing like a dickhead, you're a great dancer, by the way, so it works out well. But they're like, this guy clearly doesn't like care what other people think. He's clearly a confident guy, so that buys into the whole idea of what girls are into on a night out.
Man. When we was traveling, me, Jess, and Mike, you know, Canadian guy, we would go into a bar. It would be first thing in the evening, yeah. So we're talking like 9 o'clock, yeah. Everybody's sitting down, yeah, just doing nothing. Me, Jess, and Mike it would be fucking dead in there, yeah. We would just go up onto the dance floor doing some stupid shit, like the dumbest shit, like fucking dancing around. 10 minutes later, the fucking dance floor's packed.
Really?
Packed. Girls are dancing next to us and shit. We'll be like, hey, how you doing? And all, that's how it started.
Oh my god! And they're like, "Are you the guys that started this?"
Yeah,
It's like the
literally,
rumours going around the
that
dance
genuinely
floor.
happened a
Man.
few times, and then we were just like, as soon as it got busy, we'd be like, all right, it's too busy in here. Let's go to the next one. Start off in the next one.
The what was it? The Pied Piper.
Yeah.
People following you down the street. I wish I had that kind of confidence, man. I mean, I'm a terrible dancer as it is, so quite rightly so, I don't have the confidence in that sense. But fuck.
Yeah, man. When you're traveling and stuff, it's a different level of I don't give a fuck, because
I suppose so.
you don't know these people. You don't
Yeah.
give a shit.
Yeah.
And you're just like, doing the limbo and shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
That's so good. What, have you got any like standout stories from that where that's happened and it's happened to like a good success?
Every time, mate. Nothing that really stands out. It was just always, you know, we would just get in there, just do some really stupid shit, get the party started a little bit,
So
and
good.
then we would go probably get a couple of girls or like a group of girls and then be like, do you want a drink or something? Then we'd go to the bar and that's how we start talking. And as soon as we started talking, they would be like, should we go back on dance floor? We'd be like, nah, not really. It's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? That's genuinely what it was like. We'd be like, oh, we started
my god.
it. We were just so weird, man.
Man, trendsetters.
So weird. Yeah.
Yeah, but so, alright, so it didn't go away. Your skills.
Yeah, but I would never be the one to be like, I don't know how you would go up to a girl that was just like not dancing in like the mid corner of the club, be like, hey, how you doing? I wouldn't know what the fuck to say. Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't know, but I feel like this is something we build up so much in our minds, and it's just a question of.
But we
going
know
up to
why
them and speaking
though.
normally.
It's because girls, like, they've just got a face like a
Yeah.
slapped ass in the corner, drinking a drink, like
Yeah.
taking videos of themselves. Like, that's not approachable.
Yeah.
And I don't want to fucking hang around with you. That's all you're gonna do. What am I gonna
That's
be
true.
chatting to you while you're Instagramming
Yeah.
yourself? Like, no, I'm not trying to fucking do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Know what I mean, son?
Well, if you say all this to them as well,
Yeah.
they're probably.
That's how I do it. Oh, why would the fuck do I talk to you if you're fucking? And they're like, oh my god, you're so right. I fucking love you. So stupid, man.
And then you're like, no, I don't think I can do this.
Yeah. What, on the dance floor? No. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I think I've got to leave. Oh man. But yeah, sometimes you see like these ugly guys, man. They're out there. They really are out there.
Yeah.
These ugly guys that are just pulling fucking fit girls all the time. I'm just like, how are you doing this?
Yeah. What is that? Is that the classic like confidence thing?
I think so. I really think
And if
so.
you have a bit of chat.
There's the amount of these girls that are on Instagram now. They're just like, how are you doing this with yourself? You're so beautiful. I love you. Like, how'd you talk to them?
Yeah.
Because
how the fuck do you?
I think there's a large majority of fucking single girls out there that are just those fucking beautiful girls on Instagram that nobody talks to, and they don't have the confidence to talk to anyone either.
Yeah, but don't they just always get guys messaging them?
Yeah, probably. I don't even want to like imagine that being your girlfriend.
Yeah.
It'd be like hell on earth.
Especially if they're so into it, like you're saying about like girls at the club just taking videos and stuff. Imagine if that was their job as like an influencer.
Yeah, and they actually care what other people think, like
Yeah.
their likes and stuff like that. People
Yeah.
actually care about that. That would be like the fucking biggest drag on my.
It'd be a nightmare.
I'd be like, oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I'm like this now, because before I did care a lot about what other people thought, but just nothing less appealing than the idea of having to like chase other people's like acceptance or acknowledgement or praise even. Like, just fucking exhausting. Doesn't it look exhausting?
Mate, how long do you think they get ready?
Yeah.
It must take at least all day.
Yeah.
Because they like doing their hair and stuff in the morning, then they gotta fucking watch what they eat all day because they don't want to be it too tight in their uniform. I don't know, whatever. they got
Uniform.
their little things, and then you gotta fucking put all your makeup on, which takes a couple of hours, and then half of them don't even drink because it's just like no, because then I'll get too loose and I'll be too wild, and then my makeup will get fucked.
Loose. Yeah. Well, it's clearly not a role for us.
No.
We'll stick to the camper vans.
Yeah.
But
Listen, man.
full circle.
Yeah, fucking hell, we went off a tangent there. Fucking hell. An hour's tangent.
We take it all back, you're lovely people, because we want to provide you with a camper van, take a couple of pictures as influencers.
Yeah.
And then we're both sorted in
Do
this
your
world.
thing, man, but it's not for me. But like, man, I want to find a girl that's into this sort of life that we want. Like, they're out there because there's loads of girls that are doing like van life by themselves and stuff like that. But where'd you find them?
That's exactly the thing, though. They're out there, but we're not.
Yeah. How do we get out there, Matt? How do
Money.
How do we get out there?
We've just got to start fucking renovating, man.
Yeah.
Jess sets up the channel.
Yeah.
We put a bit of money in. You really want the first one to be this like 15 grand thing, or do you want one to be...
I don't know. We have to look more, but ideally, yes.
Okay. All right, it's decided.
But if there's a cheaper one or something, then we'll have to do that.
Yeah, that's it. We just need to get looking, set everything up. Get in a position where there's just no going back.
Yeah, man. Fucking buy the shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
I really need the toilet.
Let's end it, man. Let's wrap this shit up.
Listen, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. So say thank you to the people.
Thank you, people. Sorry for going on an hour-long tangent. Basically, what we're trying to say is we want to fucking make some camper vans and fuck some girls.
In or outside the camper van.
Yeah. Vegas, we love you.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Stay
Alright,
up.
man. Big up your mums.